Hello there, dear Sacred Muses. This is Awayagato, and I am back after a month. So, actually, a lot happened in May. My pet passed away, and a lot of stuff happened, good, bad. I right now have a batchmate of mine who is struggling in the ICU, and they're still comatose. They have their lucid intervals, they are recovering, but I hope that you will pray for her recovery and that she gains consciousness. Yeah, and for this topic, this collective channeling, we are seeing a lot of violence, discrimination, and oppression of women and queer people that is happening all over the world. You're banning abortion, you're banning healthcare, you're banning education, you're banning birth control, there's increasing domestic violence, sexual assaults. This is becoming too much, and I felt like Mother Earth and few deities, the gods, the goddesses, and our higher selves, we have a message to let us know to take back our sovereignty, because human rights, they do not come with terms and conditions. This is the truth, this is a fact. This is not a belief, this is a fact. Human rights are not coming with any terms and conditions. So for this theme, especially if you are living in a country where you're not allowed to study, we're not allowed abortion, we're not allowed birth control, we're not allowed safety, where you are being, you're facing abuse in your home. This message is for you. And if you're feeling like you're facing discrimination at your workplace or anything that you're facing, it could be anybody, but I'm especially speaking for the women and the queer folks over here. So yes, let's begin with the reading. So before we begin, you may like the video if it resonates with you. You may subscribe to my channel, because yes, I make sensual, erotic energy channelings, that is women and queer centric. And for personal readings, you may check out my Instagram. I have my Patreon, so you may check out the tiers. Right now I'm focusing on Siren Veil, Velvet Flame, and Sacred, Cosmic Sacred Union tier. Yes, so let's begin with the reading. But before that, can we have a minute of silence for the people who are facing this violence, discrimination, and erasure of their human rights? So let's please have a minute of silence for them. Okay, so let's begin with the reading. This is Jane Austen Tarot. We know Jane Austen, a well-known feminist. I'm forgetting the century, but yes, she's old. Okay, so let's see what message do we have for you people. How can you take back your sovereignty, your human rights back? cards when I have laid them out. Okay. Wait a second. So this would be the Tantric Dakini Oracle. I'm getting this as well. Okay, we got a card over here. This is the Yogic Path Oracle. Okay. I mean, if you have an accent, that means you speak 2 languages, and that's, I don't know. I find it was a new perspective for me, and yeah. Okay, I'll take the first card. Okay, we have Madhumavati. She is one of the Mahavidya goddesses, and yeah, she is worshipped a lot in Tantra actually. Okay, this is the elemental goddess oracle. So here we will be having Chinese goddesses for sensual healing. I see you cannot see the cards wholly, so let me just wait a second. I didn't know you were not able to see all the cards. That is not my intention. Wait a second. Yes, now you can see the cards. Okay. Okay, so let me show you all the cards then. Right. Okay. Wish I could keep it a little bit up here. Okay, so let me show you the cards. We have the 9 of Cups. We have Lord of Cups. And we have the Devil. We have Abundance. Madhumavati. And we have Goddess of the Loud Voice. Fire burns hot. Fire, fire. So what I can feel over here is that before I even started the reading, I felt like, yes, the devil would show up. And there's a lot of symbolism over here that I'm feeling. First, Madhumavati, she is the goddess of detachment, of dissolution, of liberation, and I'm not sure what goddess is she, but I can see she is here to ignite your voice, to bring back your voice and let the raw essence of your expression exist. As we know, the devil. So we have Mr. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yes, he would be Mr. Wickham. So actually this is a new deck for me, but let's stick to the point. So this card is representing temptation, it's representing imbalances, obsession, and all the imbalances and extremes that we are seeing over here. The first message that Mother Earth or the goddesses want to give you is that protect your finances, okay, and realize that you may have a female body, you may have a body. You may identify as a woman or a queer person, but you need to realize that you are beyond the body, you are beyond the mind. You are not just the body. When you suffer from a mind, from a body, from a heart, these are earthly sufferings. And when you want to liberate feelings like shame, guilt, resentment, you need to realize that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are the soul that is existing in a body. And that body is facing a lot of violence, discrimination, control, and oppression. And they are asking you to focus on what really matters. That is, when you stop consuming, when you start focusing on what you need, you are disintegrating a very well funded and controlled system that works against you and steals from you. That is what you need to realize. They may ask you, the goddesses may ask you to preserve yourself, withdraw, and move with strategy. And I felt like how you can take back your sovereignty is by three things. Three major key themes that they're focusing on. First is spiritual liberation. Second is education. Third is finances. When you do these three, you will find you are safeguarding yourself and you are taking a core of your sovereignty back. Now, if you were to discuss what you can actually do if you are facing real consequences of your human rights being taken away, what you can do is, if you're facing difficulty to access healthcare or birth control, you may go for underground healthcare services. You may come together and collect funds for crossing the states or regions where it is not allowed. You may rely on traditional medicine where modern medicine has been banned. For education, you may rely on online study circles. Keep them private, keep them discreet. For if you're facing gender pay gaps, please make sure that your community or your family is supporting you and you are focusing on saving your money. And yes, preservation matters more than investing right now. I don't know why, but they're saying to save your money right now. And if you are facing this again, this shame, this guilt, and this insecurity that you feel, you may liberate it by not detaching from your body or your experience or identity, but seeing it as a temporary yet beautiful experience that is to you. Others can break your mind, they can break your body, but they cannot break your spirit. Please remember that. And remember that your voice is very important, whether one is hearing you or not. And I know they are making lots of efforts so that you cannot be heard, but please do not stop speaking even though you're not being heard. And I heard documentation is very important, not because it can win you against something, but because it becomes a concrete form that exists and it wins against memory. And If you're facing inflation and unemployment, what you can do is create a barter system. Get together with your community, create a barter system, and have your shared resources. And I know even online platforms, they are also very biased, but you need to get yourself out. You may start your own online presence that may give a little bit of help. And please focus on 3 things. That is your liberation from the suffering of your body and mind, education, knowing what your rights are, knowing what is happening around, awareness, and please preserve your finances. Preserve it like it's very precious for you. And that is what I have for you, dear sacred muses. Take back your sovereignty, and even if that means you need to learn how to defend yourself, please do learn it. If you need to be discreet, please be discreet. If you have to be private, please be private. And I hope you stay safe and do not lose hope. I think I can do a reading on what energies are changing for us, but before that, let's see what the goddess of the loud voice is saying. This is a new deck for me, so I'm still learning it. Okay. Wow. This goddess shouts. She is angry, furious, raging. She is the mother warrior, the last line of defense for the voiceless. She abhors hurting of the vulnerable. She is Joan of Arc. She is the activist, the protector, the firebrand, the battle axe. She says no, enough, stop, no more. Women are often told that anger is a negative emotion. This means that many women feel, and women and minorities feel, that they must avoid anger at any costs. But what about when anger is the appropriate emotion? All emotions are valid, and sometimes anger is the only way to break a pattern or make oneself heard. This card tells us to let that anger burn hot, shout it, be passionate. And then, once the shouting is done, the burn flares and dies down once danger is past. So, they are also showing over here the acupressure point that you may see that may be useful for you. So, the healing qualities are heart, helps heart pain and loss of voice. So, you're taking 2 finger widths from your palm, and you're lightly touching it, or you're holding it. So this is what I have for you, and before we wrap this up, let's first see what energy changes are happening, because I know all of us are fighting. You are fighting, and there's going to be change. Even if this feels like eternal suffering, this is going to change. So let's see what is coming up ahead, what transition is showing up for the vulnerable, for the voiceless. I mean, Mathumavati herself is a goddess of dissolution, of liberation, of detachment, of dissolution of things. So she is here to break, to end the cycles. And this, the goddess with the loud voice, she is also here to speak up for you. Mother Earth is also here to provide for you as well. Okay. Again, they are again speaking on the same thing about Atma. So Atma is soul, and wow. So we have the Hindu goddess Durga, Ma Durga over here as well. So let me pull just one more card too. I'll take this one. So when you saw the chameleon, actually the card that was up front was chameleon, and chameleon is about adaptation, about camouflage. Please do the camouflage and please fight back for your rights. Okay. And with this card we have way through. So my dear collective, my dear sacred muse, a way through is coming. It is coming through self-seeing, self-witness, self-knowledge, when you realize that this world is an illusion. This world is not a lie, because a lie is something that doesn't exist. An illusion is a bias. It's something you can perceive, but it is not what it is. And you need to realize this inner knowing. And you need to awaken. You need to speak up for yourself. You need to be discreet. You need to literally fight. And fight not in the sense of, not necessarily in the sense of physical fighting, but strengthening your mind, your body, and your soul. And Ma Durga, whenever there is the rise of evil, the rise of greed, the rise of violence, she comes out. She comes and she is destroying the evil. And they are again asking you, the goddesses, the universe is asking you to see yourself for who you are. And then when you see your true nature, you can align with your true nature, and that becomes the key, that becomes the way through. And endurance matters more, because the energies that are rising right now, the violence, the discrimination that is rising now, it is temporary. It's just not meant to last long, and you will survive this. And what I saw over here is that Ma Durga, and Madhuma with your hair for your protection, the goddess of the loud voice, she's also here to fight for you, to cleanse out the energies. Yes. The goddess is here for your protection. Mother Earth is here for you, and please do not stop living, because you are doing so well. Please do not lose hope. This is not going to last. And I hope this resonates with you, because it definitely resonates a lot with me, with everything that I'm seeing. And yeah, so I hope it resonates. I will see you in the next channeling. Bye, dear sacred muse. Please stay safe, and please endure. Please survive. And you got this. You will survive this.